get the whole me, to see the real me. And this guy had the fucking audacity to call me a perv because I was talking to his daughter who is in her late 30s, and who at various points in our correspondences, had, seemed really friendly, and they only were ever correspondences, just talking about, life in general or whatever. It wasn't as if we're, you know, sexting or whatever it's called. That never came into it. And if it ever came to a bit where there was like this went forward and she needed to prove anything, I would love somebody to get her phone, because there's nothing from me that in any way whatsoever was offensive. Absolutely not. But what is, and I'm just going to say this, and then that's it, as far as I'm concerned, because I would like to meet the guy, but I would like to meet him in a boxing ring or a kickboxing ring, not the street or whatever. And if he's got anything, harbored up inside him that he wants to get out, as a protective father or whatever, then he can square up to me in a sort of a controlled environment where if he beats the shit out of me, then so be it. But he'll not. Okay. And this is a guy that called me a perv, who, when he was married to one of the most beautiful girls that I've ever known, and who is the mother of of this girl who's in, the girl in question sort of thing. He left her for like a teenager back, 20 odd years ago, whenever, you know, and he's come to me and called me a perv, for talking to a girl in her late 30s, whenever he left his wife to, be with somebody who was about like 18 or whatever, and he was like fucking in his 40s. Anyway, the point is that this is one of those blogs. There will be more of them, because as you know, I talk about everything under the sun. But I needed to get that off my chest, because I didn't like walking past that friend yesterday in Orangefield Park and her keeping her head down as if, because these people have moved into this bar and have basically taken it over, as their own little mafiosa thing, and people that go regularly to it are sort of feeling as if they're at their behest, when there are millions of brilliant bars around here that you don't have to, you know what I mean? There's stacks of brilliant bars. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm posting this. There'll be no regret about it. But if word of what this has, sort of been around gets to said guy who has never come near me since, and maybe have, I think maybe the girl that poured the ice water around my head was the one that sent me the sent me the hate mail, about being sort of interested in young girls or whatever. He hasn't escalated things in any way, come looking for me or whatever. So he knows himself that there was nothing to get escalated about. It's all stupid fucking bar politics. But I'm here. You want to sort it out? Come along, and you said one thing that if you and I'll never forget this, and I'm looking forward to proving you wrong. You said if we did go outside that you would beat me. I'm telling you, you'll never beat me.
This is how
Never.
we create the beauty that moves the world.